we will be discussing something about this statement of the former Solicitor General na si Attorney Guevara, Attorney Maynardo Guevara. Dahil nitong nakarang araw ay nagbitaw po siya ng isang statement na kung saan ay he will not be able to represent and defend the officials of the government in relation to the petition for the issuance of the writ of habeas corpus filed by the children of the former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Ayan, nag-issue ang ating Korte Suprema ng order na sagutin ng Office of the Solicitor General yung petition for the issuance of the writ of habeas corpus. Unfortunately, ang statement ng ating Solgen ay he cannot represent and defend the said officials on legal matters and legal proceedings involving the government. Paano yan, no? Kasi if we will try to analyze si Attorney Guevara, who is now the incumbent Solgen, previously, nag-work yan under the administration of Noynoy Aquino as Commissioner of the Philippine Competition. At yan din ay appointed as Justice Secretary during the time of Rodrigo Roa Duterte. At 3 years ago nga, siya ay naging Solgen. But let us try to remember nung siya pa ay Secretary of Justice. Nung Secretary of Justice pa yan, under the Duterte administration, siyempre ang position nila during that time is that the International Criminal Court lacks jurisdiction to hear and decide the case of Rodrigo Roa Duterte and other co-perpetrators, no, regarding these extrajudicial killings. So, kasi during their time, particularly on March 17, 2019, ang ating pong bansa ay nag-withdraw na as a signatory of the Rome Statute as a member of the International Criminal Court. So, ang position ni Solgen during that time is that the ICC lacks jurisdiction and you cannot hear and decide cases involving extrajudicial killings because we are no longer part of the International Criminal Court. We are no longer a signatory to the Rome Statute. Winidraw na namin So, hindi kayo pwedeng makailam dito sa amin pagdating sa commission of serious crimes na katulad niyang mga crimes against humanity, genocide, war crimes, crime of aggression, wala. Hindi kayo pwedeng makialam dito. And you need to respect the sovereignty of our country. And kung meron man silang violation of the law, then it is the Philippine government who must start or initiate the investigation to hear and decide cases involving extrajudicial killing. So yun ang position nila. Kaya lang ang problema nangyari, ito na nga, dumating si President Bongbong Marcos na pwesto, nanalo sa eleksyon. Ang inappoint niyang Solgen itong si dating Secretary of Justice na si Guevara. At ngayon nga nagka-problema no sa nagkaroon ng arguments ngayon sa pagkakaaresto kay dating Pangulong Duterte. The group of the former president say that it was an illegal arrest. So, illegal arrest, illegal detention. Kaya naman itong mga anak ay nag-file ng habeas corpus. So, kinonsolidate yan. So, that it is already a consolidated cases of petition for the issuance of the writ of habeas corpus. So, ang analysis natin dito is the fact that the former Secretary of Justice and now Solicitor General Maynardo Guevara is that there will be a conflict of interest in this case. If he will represent and defend the officials of the government regarding this case, ICC case. Bakit kanyo? Kasi ang personal view niya and the stand of the previous government of which he was the Secretary of Justice is that the ICC lacks jurisdiction over the case. Ngayon, pumasok siya dito sa opisina ni President Marcos Jr. as a Solgen, ididepensa niya ngayon yung legality and validity of the arrest and detention of the former president. So, magkakaroon ng clash of his previous opinion, legal opinion, and yung kanyang present opinion ngayon. So, magkakaroon ng conflict of interest because kung hahawakan niya to, magra-run counter doon sa dati niyang position. So, that is why ang decision niya is not to represent and to defend the official or the respondents in the case. At pangalawa, nakikita din niya siguro dito, pwede niyang i-argue na magkakaroon dito ng ethical na meron akong ethical obligations dito na it might affect my legal profession, no? And kapag hinawakan ko 'yan, may ethical obligation consequence to. So, hindi ko pwedeng depensahan at i-represent. So, kung iintindihin natin yung position ni Solgen, medyo parang maunawaan mo. But for him, kung gano'n na magiging position niya, it would be better on the part of the Solgen to resign. Kasi, ang argument kasi ng government dito is this. If you are the Solicitor General, you are under obligation and you are mandated by law to represent and defend, no, officials of the government on all legal matters, in all legal proceedings involving the government. So, wala kang lusot dyan. So, pag inutusan ka ng presidente, ano magpiprevail? Is it the position or is it the legal position of the government that the ICC has jurisdiction over the case, or your personal views or your previous legal stand when you were still Secretary of Justice under the Duterte administration? Siyempre, magpiprevail dapat yung legal position ng present administration. And you need to set aside your personal legal views on the matter. So, kaya wala kang kawala. The thing is that, kung ganun mangyayari, you need to tender your resignation as Solicitor General. Kasi it would be impractical on the part of the government that if you will refuse to handle the case and represent the respondents, abay, alangan namang mag-hire yan ng private lawyers. Alangan namang ipasa yan sa ibang lawyers in other branches of the government. Sino magre-represent? Kaya ka nga nandyan you are the lawyer of the government and you need to represent officials of our government in all legal matters, in all legal proceedings involving the government. So wala kang choice but for you to tender your resignation with the President.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat.